What up, Casey?
What's going on, Casey?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you guys?
Very good. Thanks for having us over to your studio.
Living the dream.
Yeah, this is where I live.
How you been since the last time I saw you 3 days ago?
Man, so much has happened. No, I've been good, man. Just trying to really just organize the first couple months of this year, get the ball rolling. You know, we talked about some cool projects.
It's so easy to have the first couple months of the year just like dissolve away, and you're like, oh crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's why I tried to start that process in December.
Yeah, for sure.
We've already blown through a few days, you know?
All right, man. Well, let's get into this. Well, the audience knows a little bit about you already from our little intro there.
Oh, do you?
We've been working with Casey for a few years. We're homies.
Yeah.
We like doing stuff together.
I was doing music with Casey for years before that, too, so.
Yeah. I love, the fact that we have that, though. You know, that we have each other to, lean on and be like, yo, dude, I got this idea. Let's make it happen. Rather than, kind of that.
Do we
hit somebody up and you're like, hey, man, do you like this idea? And they're like, yeah. I love it for $1,000. You know? And that's a great idea if you pay me.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no... the passion isn't there, that chemistry isn't there, so it's cool that we have that.
Yeah, for sure. We get to experiment on a lot of concepts and stuff too, since we're just getting to use whatever resources we can come
2018 was the year of learning.
Yeah,
the year of learning and a lot of mistakes.
2017 too.
Not bad mistakes though.
Yeah.
And 2017. My whole life so far has been that way.
Yeah.
Learning from mistakes. We
This
talked
year-
about that in a different episode.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. Failing
dude,
forward.
I've come to realize it really is a good thing to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's always
An experiment,
Yeah.
for
I feel
sure.
like that's
Yeah,
how
a
you
lot of
really learn
experimenting.
something. It's really going to stick in there once you frick it up.
Yeah.
Frick it up.
No bleep on that one.
No,
Are we cool on
slip that one through.
Okay, yeah, so consumed in the craft. And when I thought of that word combo there, I was immediately thinking of you. And Mark
man.
and I as well. A lot of this podcast is bringing in artists that we have similarities with,
For sure.
And I've always been obsessed with the camera. I've never been able to put one down. I'm excited when I see one.
True.
Same goes for Mark here. And if I know anyone who's obsessed with music and being utterly consumed, I would think
Always
of
working on something.
Mr. Skuff over
Yeah,
here.
to almost an unhealthy degree, but that's the part I've been trying to get under control. Sleep.
So Casey's the
eat.
kind of guy who I'll call up, and he'll have been going for 48 hours, recorded 4 songs with 3 different artists, and I come over here and they're all down here doing their thing, and
That's how you get it done.
it is. You got to be constantly moving. So
I mean, if you get excited about something, I don't know, it doesn't matter. I feel like it doesn't matter if you're tired. You know, I'll be tired as all hell, and someone will hit me up, like you said, 24 into my waking hours, and I'm like, it's 11 in the morning, and they're like, dude, I got this idea. What are you doing today? And I'm like, well,
I guess
I'm
we'll
up.
try
Let's
this
go.
out.
You know, if it's something I'm excited about,
Your game.
sleep when you're dead, all that,
Yeah.
whatever. But you do have to, at some point.
So I think a lot of people questioning artists are saying where do I get this motivation? Where do I get this drive from? And my answer to that's kind of hard sometimes because I just feel it inside and I just constantly want to be doing stuff. And even if we dropped all this today, I would be out
Yeah,
with my camera by myself doing something.
for sure. Yeah, definitely.
So that's my question for you. What is it like, or how do you become consumed, or what do you think? How do you think?
I don't really know how I got consumed by it. I mean, I bought a guitar and that was it. Then it was, someone inspired me to make beats, and then someone inspired me to, this and that.
Yeah.
But I kind of agree with you. It is something that you just feel.
How badly do you want to create is the motivation, I think.
It's to the point where if I feel like I can't, or I feel like I can't get an idea out, or even finding that motivation at the beginning of the day and just not having it but wanting to create, it's that writer's block, or and it's horrible.
Right.
It's literally, that would be the demise of me if I couldn't make it happen for long enough, you know.
Right.
And I think that's why we do so many different projects.
Absolutely.
Is because like I hate that standing still time, that
Stagnant.
like, just stagnant. Yeah, it's like I love downtime, chilling, catching up with people I love, but it's like stagnant. That's like a perfect word.
How funny is it when we're like, I'm like, yo, Case, you want to chill? And we come and we just go for like 2 hours on concepts.
Oh, I know.
I was gonna say, I feel like
it's almost
is
hard to
blasting
chill.
ideas out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
When's the last time you and I
Well, that's
chilled?
what I like
Like
to do.
shit, yeah.
That is chilling to me.
Right,
You know, it's
exactly.
like, I want to talk about this.
Right, exactly.
about it
Like
right
I have
now,
this
yeah.
idea.
Holy
and-
shit.
Right.
And yeah.
Holy shit.
I almost slipped right there.
Holy
I swear, we want kids to be able to watch this.
All right.
All right, so maybe this is a DNA thing. So okay, when people are, but I do want to give insight to people. If you're struggling on being able to want to do something, I think you should just be doing that thing.
Seek out mentors. Pick
Yeah.
up on habits that they're doing. You know, you can learn
I
from
think
other
sometimes
habits.
like being yourself all the time, and like it just kind of gets uninspiring at times. But
Yeah.
like hanging out with people like you guys, like other people that we create with or chill with or get inspired by, it's like, you know, even as simple as just switching the studio around. Anything that you put yourself through that you haven't done before is going to give you inspiration. So if you feel stagnant, it's like, for me, I almost just throw myself into a situation I probably shouldn't even be in.
Yeah.
You know, just
I feel that
to
one.
get inspired.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not always easy, but like you said, just doing it.
Right.
Just doing it. Even if it doesn't feel great at that moment, you know, you're sitting there, you're like, I suck.
Right.
You know, this is bullshit, whatever.
Dude, we sat on this podcast for a year and we were like trying to build the structure and stuff. And then we recorded the first podcast. We're just like, you know what? It's time to start recording these. So we recorded the first podcast. And at the end of that day, we had a full structure for what because we didn't want to just do a regular podcast. We wanted a video podcast that was interactive on YouTube, but not boring. And an audio podcast too.
Right.
By the end of that day, the first day we recorded, we had the outline that we'd been trying to figure out for a year.
Right.
We only
By
got
just
that
doing
because we
it.
did it.
Right.
So let's take a couple
Kinda
steps
laid
back
itself
here real
out.
quick. I know at the beginning of this conversation we said you saw a little bit, you know, what we've done with Skuff. If you're not watching this, you did not see that. Another reason to watch this on YouTube, we did make a little intro sequence with Skuff, cut into some other work we've done together.
Yeah, while we
haven't
talk,
seen it,
these
so I'm
shots are
gonna
going to be
watch
shown.
Well, yeah, you can listen to this, but it is
When were you
slightly
filming?
extra visually stimulating video podcast.
For sure.
Because we do have a lot of cool footage to cut to. So why don't we talk about that footage?
Yeah, let's talk about what we've done
we've-
together.
We've done a lot of projects with Skuff in the past.
Yeah.
He's
lot of
been
stuff.
he's been an actor for skits. We've made music videos for his music.
Yeah. Let's talk about the first one we did together. Let's talk about Dive.
Yeah. Dive was just, I think, a long time coming for us.
So Dive was a video we really wanted to. Casey had multiple videos and they done well on YouTube, decent on YouTube for our following.
Not bad. They could do better.
Yeah, but anyway,
they always can.
we did an Indiegogo for it, and we raised $1,200 to make the video, and we had a budget, and it was kind of cool, and we just went with everything. I mean, every scene had to be something crazy, and it was
Every
like a little
ridiculous idea we had, like, I mean, that was, like we said, kind of the reach for the stars. Like,
bit. Yeah,
oh, okay, like this
Right.
is
A lot
this
of
is
new
how we're actually
realms.
gonna make this happen. You know.
yeah. We had barely tapped into CG before, and all of a sudden we're shooting alien
Lots
of green
spaceships
screen
out of
stuff.
Yeah.
Casey's chest, like literally.
Yeah.
Jumping
shout out
into
Moxie
giant
Film Co.
mouths.
for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Check out the video; it's pretty cool.
We had to
Yeah,
keep
check it out
for that
please.
video. We had to keep praying mantises alive for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I breed praying mantises, so we
on the
had.
side. It's a side gig
it's
I
a
do.
side
Well, they
thing,
keep
yeah.
it. You got.
People
It's
are
hard.
really
It
into
is
it.
hard to keep them things alive because the females
is.
keeps eating all the dudes' heads
Yeah.
off.
You
Yep.
saw it firsthand, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an intense.
We got a bonus
Life
a bonus
cycle.
guy came into our studio through the window, a praying
Yeah.
mantis.
Yeah.
Found
That
his
was-
way in and we added him into the cage.
Yeah.
That was straight
He
like
ended up-
Romeo and Juliet.
That was
Dude, he
crazy.
ended up getting eaten though.
Yeah. But
Getting
yeah,
eaten,
it
excuse
was it was crazy trying to shoot with a praying mantis. Like,
Yeah.
just proving that, like shooting with a dog or any animal
Yep.
that like you can't 100% contain, or me.
Yeah,
you
right.
know? But like the praying mantis thing, that was fun. The green screen, that was a first for me. You know?
Yeah. We really got some cool shots in that video, man. That turned out really cool. We also brought
It was awesome.
a close friend who we intend on having on the podcast soon too. Kyle got in.
Yeah.
Just
like I
through
said,
that.
shout out Kyle and Moxie. They're killing it.
Word of mouth got us new. That was like we were talking about before. That all the stuff that happened from that video only happened because we decided to do it.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so many times it was like failing.
Yeah.
Like, remember the dry ice?
Oh my god.
Dude, we wanted the fog to sit.
That was our second hard.
Yeah.
That was like a 10% part of the budget too.
Yeah.
It just all evaporated. And we're
Dude,
like,
We had
we bought,
experiment
like,
with the dry ice already prior to that.
It was like
Oh, with
75
Crybaby
or
Bridge.
80
Yeah.
pounds of dry ice.
yeah, we bought so much.
And yeah, I mean, it came down to like the last shot where we were like, it's gone.
We got to get it. Yeah,
We got to get the shot, and we did, and we wouldn't have
Yeah.
got it if we didn't just do it. You
Yeah,
know?
totally.
was
So
weird.
next we did
Stressful, but
Casey. We always go and take pictures of shows and stuff, but next Casey did a skit with us for ICP. That was pretty fun.
God,
That
yeah.
was in between your other music video.
Yeah, that was that was sweet.
That was funny.
I felt like the shit with some hair braids.
That was some
Yeah.
goofy.
and then
that
we
was a
painted my
goofy
face, and I
skit,
was
man.
like, yeah, I'm a clown.
yeah. And then
So yeah, Casey's a juggalo on the.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the low.
yeah. I keep forgetting that there's audio here too. Yeah, he was a juggalo in that video.
That'll
Was
be
a-
the.
Oh,
that'll
wait,
be
yeah,
what
we can
kicks
cut-
everything off.
Cut to a shot of that.
Yeah, so-
Juggalo Casey.
Oh, yeah.
ICP breaks up.
Please do.
And then our next project we did was Arios, which we just released a few months ago, which
Yeah.
was another
Another.
trippy, crazy music
It
video.
was like a different version of. It was almost like our second go at Dive, but in a different.
That's why the other day I was saying our next
sense.
music video is going to close off that trilogy and we're going to go into
Yeah,
new realms.
definitely, exactly. Yeah, this is gonna be it for like that world of like basically me just walking around like what in the
Pop
is
into
going
different
on,
places.
dude. You know, like
What is good? What is the
I
one-
basically just
'cause-
always had this look on my face, like where am I?
Well,
Which
the
is
next
how
video
I walk around.
we're about to start working on is funny because it's that same thing. You're in this uncontrolled world where unforeseen things are happening to you that are beyond your control.
You're
So
absolutely
it's going
right.
to tie in. It's going to work.
Yeah,
But
because
anyway-
a lot is out of your control.
Right.
But that's what I love about creating in general.
Yeah.
It's like literally whatever we want it to be, that's what it can be. And
Yeah.
people don't have to like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make it if I didn't like it.
What was that one
So-
review? We send all these videos to like as many blogs and we try to do film festivals and stuff, and no one ever likes them. But what did the one dude say? We got one response back that said it was too
Oh, no, yeah.
experimental.
It was like too experimental and too, I don't know. Yeah, basically one word.
And not my style. And the
experimental,
next
yeah.
guy
He's
was
no.
like, he's like,
He's like, I love this,
I
but
love it, but
it's
it's a-
just riding the wave of
a little
generic,
mainstream.
like
We're like-
mainstream. And I was
That
like,
is
dude,
not mainstream.
you're tearing me apart. I was like, what are
literally
you
it's the
talking?
same day we get one review that says this is cool, but it's a little too weird. The next one's like,
Right.
you guys ride the
I
mainstream
mean, it was
waves, bro."
literally polar opposites.
so fun.
Like it couldn't have been more opposite, and it was just like,
Well,
what do you want from me?
We were saying in the last podcast, there's nothing you could ever do in the world that everyone would like.
No,
So-
never. 100%. That's
Doesn't matter.
why just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Don't
You know?
don't ever let that hold you back from being a creator. And I think the message from all we're talking about here is just go for it. You just got to do it.
Yeah, no
You're-
matter
you're
what.
not
I
gonna
mean,
be amazing right out of the gate, but
No.
you're never gonna get to be amazing if you don't run races.
Right.
You know?
We made this is a good little quick anecdote. We made we tried to make this movie. It's eventually going to come out, but it's called Beer Olympics.
oh yeah,
It
yeah.
was one of our first projects we did together, and it was that same thing, man. Like we learned so much from it. It's not done. I don't know what it'll ever become, but it was just failing forward. You know, we were
But
able
it's
to
there.
just it was like, wow.
It's
Oh, it was a
there.
hard.
And
this was
it can
wild,
always
wild, wild
evolve,
back.
you know.
This
But
was
if you
like
don't
start
record
of
it,
Skeleton Studios, we made it,
right?
and
Yeah.
it was a
Oh,
big.
I remember you
Yeah.
asking me to do Beer Olympics,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, I'm practicing right now.
Right,
Like,
right,
let's
right.
go.
I
Like,
can't. Yeah, man.
yeah, I think that's the most important thing is like I'll just record a song idea. You know, I'll come down here and just blast it out real quick, and it could sit for 3-6 months, and
Yeah.
I'll never even touch it. And then one day, you know, you're going through old stuff, and you're like, oh wow, I forgot about this.
revisit
Yeah, I
this.
could revisit this. And sometimes that will hatch into something, you know, the evolution of something. If it's there, it can always evolve. If you
Yeah.
don't record it, if you don't just do it, you know,
Yeah.
it's never there.
Well, let's talk about your process a little bit then. So like you said, you come down here.
Yeah, I mean, like I have a bunch of friends with studios and stuff now. Finally, I've like found what's going down in Cleveland, and finally I found a friend, which I appreciate you guys being here. I'll pay you later.
You pay us enough. Yeah, it's good.
It's fine. You pay us.
But-
You pay us next time.
You pay as well. Anybody looking for, you know, rent?
No, I mean-
Hire. Yeah.
I do pay decent. The benefits are good.
Talk about your book. First off, everything comes from that book first, right?
Oh yes, my leather-bound book. I
It's
think
crazy.
a good book
Sometimes-
is so important, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'll drop in.
something you feel
and
connected to, man. Like I don't write in any other books. When this runs out, you know, I just go get another leather-bound book.
When Casey and I did more music together, which I hope to do more of this year.
Oh, definitely. This year's year of the music, man.
Yeah.
It's going down.
I would come to him with something, and then I'd play it, and then he'd pick out the book and start flipping through, and within 30 seconds, be singing lines. And I was just like, wow,
Yeah.
dude, that's so cool that you just like, because one of my problems is I have a hard time categorizing all my thoughts. I'm too lazy to write it down.
Definitely, yeah.
So it's cool that you have.
But writing it down literally gives you the visual.
Exactly.
You're going to forget it 30
Yeah.
seconds later. It's
will
insane because you're like, oh, I won't forget this, dude. Like, don't worry. It's like, write it down. No, I won't forget. You
Right.
almost 95% of the time you're forgetting that.
So
keep a
whatever it
notebook.
was. Yeah, write
Tip number
everything down. And, like I said, I mean, it's as easy for me as like, it's taken me forever to get a studio spot where I can actually like, have an idea upstairs or while I'm driving and I'm just like, oh, shit, like I got to get home.
Right,
Whip in the driveway, come down here, lay it down.
Yep.
That's it. And sometimes that first thing I lay down, that's the song. Arios was a 24-hour thing. Like I came home, I was messing around on that machine and, I'm playing with synths. I found something I like. And next thing I know, there's bongos and drums and I'm up for 19 hours down here. And then I did the vocals right there. And that first take was what I ended up using because I did re-record it twice.
Yeah,
but it didn't have that same feeling, that excitement of like, ooh, I got something here,
Do you know what Arios was before we made the movie we did? It was like that
Wasn't it?
was like that falling thing.
Oh, yeah, we were going to do the
We're gonna make
the
this-
camera falling, coming through the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the show?
With Donald Glover.
Yeah.
We did Atlanta.
That shot, like,
We did
inspired
cool
that. Yeah,
thing.
Atlanta,
Kinda
yeah.
inspired by that. All right, man. Well,
Yeah, it was pretty
this
cool.
is not the first time that you're going to be on this podcast, hopefully.
I
Well,
think
it
this
is
was
the-
the first
I
time.
think this, in fact,
It's not going to be the first
this is the first time.
It's
This
definitely
right-
the first time.
Anybody
It's not gonna be
watching?
the only time.
The last time is the word
Oh,
you're
no.
looking for. Last.
Now it's going to be the last time.
This is the last time. I'm
This
done
is
with this.
Casey got smite. No, plug your stuff, man. What do you? We didn't even we
Oh.
talked about Skuff Micksun and all that. Casey has a awesome rap group called Dirty Backpack. It's
Yeah,
killer.
Dirty
He's got an
Backpack.
album out already. A new album coming. Tell us about it.
A lot of
Two
dope,
bands.
dope Cleveland rappers. It's kind of just a collective type thing. Like, it's basically just hip hoppers and rappers that I like and want to work with. That's pretty much it. It feels good. It keeps me fresh, like writing.
Yeah.
And just doing.
Something different too, like
all
you
the
said,
time,
experimenting.
yeah. And Bear Trap is a new project I'm doing with a good friend of mine, which will be pretty much more like acoustic alternative type stuff. Skuff Micksun, full band album, which I'm stoked about.
Oh,
Shout out my band, Tyler, Aaron, John. Love those guys. T Grant. You gotta have T Grant on the podcast. He's just good. He's just nice to look at.
Yeah, he
To
is
be
nice to
honest,
look
you just look at him. You're
He's a
like,
handsome
"Damn,
guy.
I'm having an enjoyable time looking at this guy. He's just good vibes.
Good vibes.
So yeah, more shows, more albums, couple EPs.
And he's- like we
multiple
said before,
videos.
he's real. This stuff's gonna come out.
Yeah, this will come out. I hate bullshitters. I don't like talking about things. I like doing things.
Yes.
I like talking about it, but like start doing it
Be
as we
about it.
talk. Yeah, really be about it. Like seriously, it's like no time to waste.
Well, this is awesome.
Yeah,
Dude,
thanks
love you
for
guys.
thanks for paying us to interview you. No, I'm just playing. He is a real friend.
Yeah. Just I'll
Check
pay Pat.
check him out though. Skuff Micksun, Dirty Backpack. He's an artist as well.
Yes, yeah, we're going to go into that.
Yeah, he makes a lot of sweet art. Maybe we already did show you some stuff. If you're watching this
too
on
much.
YouTube, you're seeing a lot more, okay?
Yeah, and there's a name now, right?
There is a name. Let's
What's
not
the
talk
name?
about it. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.